That's the one?
Yeah.
All right. Copy link.
Yeah, I think that worked. Damn. Damn, you're perfect.
Hell yeah.
First adjustment. Ow.
All right. So I got it on the regular Facebook. Let's go to the HWR one. Was it called WrestlePalooza?
Yes. Have you heard of a title more original than that?
No. All right. Post. So those are posted. Hopefully the feed holds up because I already posted it. Let's see here. Switch back there. Go back to YouTube. Yep. We're on.
There we go. All right.
All right. JoJo's in the live chat. Says happy birthday. Thanks, JoJo.
Yo,
What's up,
damn.
man?
You got here early.
Yeah, I did.
Are you ready?
What number are we at? 465.
Yes,
Jeez,
sir.
Okay. All right. Let's go.
Whenever you're ready.
There we go. Live from HWR HQ in Houston, Texas. It's the 465th edition of Houston Wrestling Radio. This is Abel.
This is Chris.
Hey, what's up, man?
Good to see you, man.
Good to see you
Been a
too.
minute.
Yeah, it's been a while. Wow. We had
You've lost a little off the top. I'm growing
Yeah.
a little on the top.
Yeah.
You're losing a little in the middle. I'm
You
also losing a little in the middle.
had COVID or something, right? You got sick?
No,
No,
not COVID.
Not COVID.
Just I don't know.
We had some,
Yeah, I had something.
Yeah.
Syphilis.
Whatever.
Maybe.
But you're back.
Yeah.
We're back. We're here again.
Sadly.
Yes. Portia says happy birthday. Yes, happy birthday.
For anyone that doesn't know,
Yes, today's
his
my
birthday.
That's right.
How many years young?
42.
42?
42. Yeah.
I didn't realize we were that close in age.
Yeah, dude.
Dang.
I'm the same age as WrestleMania.
Dang.
Yeah.
That's bananas, man. 42.
That is.
And Porsche celebrated her birthday a few weeks ago.
44, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I probably should have said that. Okay, well.
This is going to be good.
What a world we live in where CM Punk and AJ Lee wishes are finally a reality.
Oh, shit.
Yes.
Are we going to just bust that nut right now?
I mean, I guess. I mean, you already brought it up.
Okay.
So, yeah. AJ Lee's back. I haven't watched much wrestling. I saw that. That's cool. I think we've said it before plenty of times that sometimes the predictable thing is the right thing to do. And just because it's predictable doesn't mean that it's bad. A lot of people excuse me.
I thought I was sick.
Yeah, a lot of people telegraphed it. A lot of people knew it was going to happen. Fucking WWE shop spoiled it themselves. But it was still cool. You know, I think I remember at one point when Sting made his last like big return, people were like, this is the last one.
Mhm.
This is the last one of like, oh my god, huge big returns. Like we're out of big returns, right? Everybody that's going to return has either returned or they're dead or they're forever retired and you probably don't want to see them anyway, right? So like who is left, right? And I think we got past that generation and now we're in a new generation of big returns, which can be the folks from like the early aughts and like the teens and stuff like that. That some of the youngins out there, you know, the ones that aren't 42, may turn to say, "Oh my God, that was a great return." Because for me, AJ Lee wasn't like, "Oh my God, it was a great return." For me, AJ Lee's like, "Oh, that's cool." But I saw that there was people losing their goddamn minds over AJ Lee. Yeah, and I was like, that made me question my mortality a little bit. That made me question like, oh shit, yeah, this is a big deal. Why? She's been gone how long? She was gone longer than Punk was gone. Fuck, over 10 years. So like 20-year-old Abel, if somebody came back when that I liked when I was 10-year-old Abel, yeah, I'd lose my goddamn mind.
Yeah.
But 40-year-old Abel, seeing somebody that came back that was popular when I was 30-year-old Abel, no big deal, right? So I get it. I didn't like for sure like lose my mind when it happened, but I understand and appreciate, and I sit back like the old man at the top of the rafters, going, "Yeah,
coughing.
I get what those kids are feeling now." Okay, cool.
I thought I was the only one, so it's kind of refreshing that you just took some of the words out of my mouth.
Okay.
In hiatus.
Good, because this is probably going to be the only thing that I'm going to be educated enough on to actually talk about because I haven't watched shit.
In hiatus-ish, Arnold was trying to explain to me why I should care more about this than I do. You know, you said everything point blank correct. Not everything that's predictable is wrong. Mm-hmm. Like it made perfect sense. I get it. But in that time where AJ Lee was, or that Divas division was at, with her and her roster mates, dude, X division, Knockouts division, the TNA was lapping these women respectfully, damn near killing them. Yeah. That was the division that I remember. So Gail like Kim, Awesome Kong, ODB, beautiful people, Taylor Wilde.
Yeah,
man, they were putting on fucking clinics. They were making the guys on both brands look bad.
Yeah,
you know. So, but then Hector's in the chat telling us freaking like the rivalries and like I'm asking like, what's the promo? What's the rivalry? What's the match? What is it about AJ Lee that I'm missing that I don't have that attachment that a lot of fans do? Because in the year of our Lord 2025, there's a lot more crazy women I see among us that doesn't make AJ Lee stand out for me.
Gotcha.
But the promo, her talking about taking a break from wrestling for her wellness, taking therapy, all that stuff. It's great. The character's back. It's cemented. She's got fans' attention. I'm excited for the main event. Mm-hmm. You know, the whole story build up, Punk being a punching bag for Becky Lynch, Seth Rollins just laughing it up.
What's up, Hector? Thank you.
Oh, what's up, man? Yeah. So I wish I was more invested in it. I don't think it's because of it being obvious. You know, because if you want to peel back the curtain a little bit, take AJ Lee off the table. Yeah. Who would you put in that spot?
Oh, that's a really good question because that's what made me come around to why this is so significant, right? Because I couldn't think of anybody else that would be more significant, with the exception of maybe Gail Kim. But even then, Gail Kim doesn't have as much mainstream appeal because she was a knockout. Mm-hmm. Guys like me and you that were watching TNA back in the day, 10, 15, 20 years ago, oh my God, we know how wonderful Gail Kim was. But Gail Kim on WWE was a blip on the radar.
Yeah.
At best. Right? So who else would fit that role of somebody from the the aughts to the teens that people would care about, who was on top of their division, whether it was men's or women's division. Well, AJ or Paige, but I don't think people miss Paige because Paige hasn't been gone for as long, and she's still been in the public eye. Sometimes for the worse, not for the better, but for the worse. So they're like, who else would it be? Well, that's it. Because I mean, we just saw Nikki come back, but again, Nikki kind of suffers from the same thing as Paige, where it's like, you haven't not been in the public eye. You were Dancing with the Stars, and then you were on the Total Divas not that long ago.
And you've been brought back for these women's Royal Rumbles,
right?
So there's no.
So who else would it be besides AJ? I mean, you can't say Caitlyn because as much as I like Caitlyn, she wasn't as over, right? I mean, who else from that era? So it was Caitlyn, Paige, Nikki, Brie, maybe Brie, but even then, that's still like since they're twins.
Is there anyone up and coming, even from NXT, where you think they could have gotten a rub by beating?
Up and coming is completely different, right? Up and coming is a different conversation, I think, because if you're talking about a big surprise, you're talking about a return or a debut. If we're talking about a return and that's it, it's just AJ. Now, if you want to include debuts, well, it's going to be kind of weird there because I don't think NXT debuts are as big of a deal as they used to be. Why? Because there's so much fucking cross-contamination already. So, Sol Ruka?
That was the first name that popped into my head.
Well, great, but we've already seen Sol Ruka on the main event, on the main roster, and
keep in mind, Chicago crowd when this happened, they would have been more open-minded for a debut from NXT that they weren't expecting and swerving.
That comes back to the easy thing, the predictable thing makes fucking sense. It's Chicago.
Husband and wife versus
CM
husband
Punk.
and wife.
Yeah, husband and wife. You're exactly right. Like, of course. That story writes it fucking self. If it was Sol Ruka or anybody else, if it was fucking Roxy, right? Like, Roxy maybe kind of would make kind of sense as CM Punk's daughter, right? But still, it would be like, oh, it's Roxy. It's not AJ. Oh, okay.
We're supposed to cheer for Roxy now. So we've been booing her for 6 months. Right. And what does it put Raquel?
And then Roxy wouldn't even be a debut.
Yeah.
It would just be a swerve. Yeah. A swerve because it doesn't make sense. Yeah. So, AJ was the only one, Yeah. And I suspect that they built the whole storyline for AJ.
I would think so. Yeah.
Yeah. Like they knew that AJ was going to come back. So they I want to say fabricated, but they built the storyline to get to this point, to get to that pop in Chicago.
I would say, Let's take another step back. Okay. We've got almost 2 months to fill. What's your opinion of Becky actually being a part of the vision?
If Becky, this is going to sound weird. If Becky could be a part of the vision, then why the fuck couldn't Naomi be part of the bloodline? Like, if we're going to peel back that layer of kayfabe that they kept trying to have with Naomi, where it's like, oh, Naomi's not really married to Big Jim, because that's the heel faction and she's a babyface. And then we saw the awesome fucking heel run that Naomi had. You're telling me we couldn't have that 3 years ago, 2 years ago, last year when Bloodline was fucking running wild and that she could have been in with the Bloodline? Dude, that would have been so good. Her going around talking shit, talking about Big Jim and, Roman and this and that, and being part of Bloodline and saying weird, unhinged, crazy shit while everyone else is trying to be playing it straight and playing it tough. Dude, that would have been fucking gold, man.
Kind of got that in TNA with Trinity Fatu.
Yeah, but not during fucking Bloodline with WWE.
Yeah. Or during the merger deal relationship.
Or Nia Jackson and Bloodline. Well, let's not get carried away.
That's diabetes.
Hector brings up a good point. A return could be Melina or Beth Phoenix. I disagree with Beth Phoenix. Why? Same thing like with Paige and with Nikki. She done came back here and there, She done came back at the Rumbles and things like that. She had an appearance in AEW as well. She's been in the public eye for a little bit. Yeah. But I do agree with you with Melina.
I think it makes the most sense for it to just be husband and wife versus husband and wife. It's Attitude Era-ish in the sense of so many people, so many casuals can relate to husband versus wife shit.
Okay,
It's easily relatable. It prints money, no matter what country it's from. We'll get to that later.
Yeah,
but it just makes the most sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
AJ Lee was the only hope in WWE. We as in ladies. This is Portia that's talking because she was talking about, hey, female fans, this was a big thing for female fans. Yeah. She said AJ Lee was the only hope that we had, in WWE back then. Okay. I wouldn't say she was the only hope because, you also still had Paige, who was a great fucking wrestler.
And had a movie made after her.
Right. But I understand the sentiment. I think if it was a dude like Damian Sandow, maybe y'all would have been excited. I mean, I'm not saying I'm not excited, but I also don't think I would be excited for Damian Sandow that much.
No.
I think I would be more excited for AJ than I would Damian Sandow because, again, AJ was at the top of her division. Damian Sandow was at best a mid-carder.
Well, let's tap into our feminine side.
Okay.
Who's left now that AJ's returned for the women's division?
Like Hector just said, Melina. Right? I mean, Melina's also come back in a couple of those Rumbles too. Man, they really blew their load in those Rumbles. But I mean, maybe.
My argument to make with Melina is that I think she's always been known as a valet for Eminem. I've never really I don't have an attachment to her as a singles women's wrestler, former women's champion, if she's been one.
The two most prominent, most over singles women's wrestlers at that time from that era were Paige and AJ.
Yeah.
And I already made an argument of why you wouldn't be as excited for Paige.
Yeah.
Because of Saraya.
Unless you keep in mind that depending on what audience you debut.
Robert, what's up?
Depending on what audience Paige debuts in front or returns in front of, that might have no cursory knowledge of her in AEW at all. And it's just a WWE return.
Okay, Hector says, what about Victoria? Now, see, I think Victoria is from a little bit further back of a generation there.
But as far as like from the female fan base point of view, like we get all these debuts, AJ Styles, Brock Lesnar, CM Punk returning. This is probably one of the first, I guess I'd say Nikki Bella when she first came back at that Royal Rumble, that first Evolution pay-per-view. But there isn't a lot of known talent for the women to have that kind of feeling that we get when guys come back or when guys return.
Like I said, I compared it to Sting, right? Because Sting was the last one. I remember hearing that not from WWE, but from pundits like us. Like, oh man, this is the last of the big returns. We're not going to see any more big returns going forward. And for the most part, they were right, because now we're waiting for the current crop at that time to go away so that they could make a big return later. Yeah. Like whenever they try to make a big return or a big deal about Roman returning, bro, he was gone for like not that long. Yeah. So we didn't have a chance to miss him, right? I think we all had a chance to miss AJ Lee. Yeah. And that's the argument against, Paige. We haven't had a chance to miss Paige, I would say.
Gotcha.
The cat? What the hell? Layla. Okay. Yeah, maybe Layla. But was Layla that over? Was Layla over? I mean,
with Michelle McCool.
I was going to say
by herself?
With them together, maybe.
Yeah, I don't know about her.
Not invoking the cat. Ivory. I think, again, Ivory, I think is someone from that same era Holly. As Molly Holly and Victoria. So if we're talking about the era that's like, see, if I feel like if Ivory and Molly Holly and Victoria and all them made a comeback, I wouldn't buy that it's maybe a full-time comeback. I think it'd be a part-time comeback like Trish. Like Trish and Lita and all them. This could be a full-time-ish comeback, maybe even for a year, maybe more like a John Cena extended comeback or whatever, where something like that. So I'm willing to wait and see what we're doing with AJ Lee here. Like, oh, cool, this could be an extended comeback where I'm not like, oh, cool, you won pay-per-view and you're done. Cool, bye.
Hector took it right out of my mouth.
All right.
Awesome Kong. She had a little bit of a relevance in WWE as Karma.
A little bit.
She has that attachment to hardcore wrestling guys like us that she was pretty much a face, if not for a while, the face of that women's division because she could not be conquered.
Of the Knockouts division, not the women's division. She had a cup of coffee in WWE.
Yeah.
I would be excited about Awesome Kong actually making a good run of it.
Yeah.
You know, but I don't want it to be like her Karma run where she showed up and then she was gone. I mean, we all know the story. We all know what happened about the miscarriage and this and that and like how it was very tragic and sad and she never came back. But goddamn, if Kong could come back and just wreck house and like for an indefinite period of time, fuck, dude, I would be down. Yeah. And I would be excited for it if that's the implication. You know?
Got you.
Yeah.
Before we get into the pay-per-views this week, match of the week's candidates. You haven't been watching,
bro.
I don't blame you.
Yeah.
Typical pro wrestling fan fashion. Dying to see Vikingo versus Dominic Mysterio.
Okay.
But I didn't realize the show was on Friday night, and it had already happened, and I had already been spelled on the results. So by then, I didn't really care to watch it. So I have a few picks. Hangman versus MJF from the last pay-per-view was really good up until the fucking ending. Speaking of that, Cena versus Zayn on SmackDown. Zayn wants to carry the torch. Zayn wants to carry the torch of the U.S. Open Challenge. 99% of that match was goddamn good.
Yeah.
And then my inner Arnold came out after that.
Yeah, because it was ruined by.
Yeah. Fast forward a little bit. Last night, Bobby Lashley versus Toa Leona from Gates of Agony put on a pretty good match. I was impressed that Leona kept up with Lashley and actually looked a bit formidable against him. Lashley put him to sleep with that hurt lock, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. I saw that, Santina. Oh, man. That's what I got so far. But nothing that trumps anything we got so far on the list.
Hater says fatal four-way for a Latin American title. Ooh, who was in that?
I didn't watch any of that show.
Okay.
You're gonna have to explain that a little bit.
Right.
So we're competing again.
Okay.
This Saturday.
Yes.
We have not one, but two events.
Right.
So we're gonna go in chronological order.
Are they premium live events?
No.
Okay.
2:00 Houston time. AEW All Out.
Yeah.
Is happening in Toronto.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna run through some of these matches real quick before I get to the main card. Do you know that Garcia went heel?
No,
he joined the Death Riders.
Oh, goddamn.
So pre-show. So I don't know if this is the buy-in or something else because they're so they have a buy-in on like TNT or TBS, but then they also have like a pre-show called the Tailgate Brawl. So they're going to have two pre-shows going on at the same time. One pre-show is just going to have video packages that you're going to wind up seeing throughout the pay-per-view anyway.
Right.
And then the other show has these three pre-show matches. Danny Garcia versus Shibata.
Nice.
It's one-on-one.
Okay.
Samoa Joe and Powerhouse Hobbs, the other 2/3 of the ops, against the Workhorsemen. Anthony Hendry and JD Drake. I have no idea how that's happening or why that's happening. Third match, Tornado. It's a tornado tag. 8 women. It is Harley Cameron, Marina Shirakawa, Queen Aminata, and Willow against Megan Bain, Penelope Ford, Julia Hart, Sky Blue. Does any of that get your attention?
An 8-woman tornado tag match sounds like that's either going to be complete dog shit, drizzling shits, or going to be fucking amazing.
Yeah.
One of the two, right? Like that could be steal the fucking show, beautiful chaos, pinball bumping off of each other and everything, or it's just a mess. Yeah.
Yeah.
Portia says in the live chat that there's that there was a thing with Roderick Strong and Marina Shafir doing Death Rider things.
So last night was Roderick Strong versus John Moxley.
Okay.
And there was a point where Strong was rolled out of the ring to go after Moxley, and Marina Shafir got in the way. And so for the people that know, it was a pop for them.
Yeah.
And if you don't know, they're married.
Right.
So Marina Shafir has been in Death Riders his entire time, and Roderick Strong has been in like 8 different groups.
Right.
So if there's post stuff, I don't know. Wouldn't surprise me.
Again, that goes back to the same thing that I was saying earlier about Naomi, right? Like, okay, do you like Becky in this faction with Seth? Yeah, it makes sense. Why? Because we fucking know. Same thing with AJ and Punk. Why? Because we fucking know. That's why it made sense for the story. It would make sense that Marina Shafir and Roderick Strong would do something together and maybe even align, or if they're on the opposite sides, like, hey, whoa, why? Because we fucking know.
Yeah. And AEW is not for the lowest common denominator wrestling fan audience.
Right.
It's for guys like us.
It's for the people that fucking know, right? So, yeah.
Yeah. Main show, Hurt Syndicate versus Ricochet and the Gates of Agony, 6-person tag. So MVP is actually going to be dusting off the wrestling boots to be a part of this match.
Oh, yeah. I was wondering.
And he was getting some pops in that during that Lashley and Toa Leona match yesterday.
Yeah.
I know a lot of this is going to just go off of paper for you.
Yeah.
No shame.
Yeah.
Give me a number.
7.
Okay.
I might see an MVP dust off the boots again and see what he could do when he's, not using his fake cane.
Dude, he broke the cane over Ricochet.
Yeah. It's funny because like he walks around with this cane like I'm just a manager. I'm an old man. Leave me alone. It's like, bro, you can still go. Why do you have that cane? Yeah. Like he's using the cane basically as a prop to show, oh, you wouldn't hurt an old time pizza lawyer like me. And he's not. He's a fucking wrestler who can still go. Yeah. So yeah, I would like to see him actually fucking go. Who are the faces? Yeah, who are the faces?
Hurt Syndicate's been the faces ever since they showed up. You could book her. This is like Tony Storm, like timeless Tony Storm. You can book her as a heel all you want, and then at some point the fans are going to just control the booking and say, no, we like you. They've been cheering Hurt Syndicate. They were chanting, we hurt people when they were beating up faces. They are faces now.
Okay.
Yeah. It's kind of interesting to see how this plays out because Hurt Syndicate, we're struggling to find a team to drop the belts to, and then they wound up dropping the belts without even getting pinned in a 3-way. So is now the time for the Hurt Syndicate to lose a match because they technically haven't really lost a tag match at all since they've been in AEW.
Okay. So
who you got winning?
I've Hurt Syndicate then, just based off of that. Yeah, have them win.
I think I got Hurt Syndicate winning too. MVP hasn't been involved in the finish. I think he's pinning Bishop.
Okay,
sure.
Why not?
Here's a head scratcher because if this is on Collision, I haven't been watching. Big Bill against Eddie Kingston.
Oh, Eddie Kingston's back. Oh,
yes.
Cool. All right. You know how much I love Eddie Kingston.
Greatest wrestler alive. Huh?
Yes, he's amazing.
Have we ever broken kayfabe and you admit to how you suddenly just changed your mind on Eddie Kingston?
I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. I love Eddie Kingston.
We'll talk off camera.
Yeah.
I'll spill the beans on Facebook.
No, we don't have to. It's right here. Yeah. I don't have anything to hide. Eddie Kingston's great. Eddie Kingston versus Big Bill. 6. That could be a clumsy match. It could not be a clumsy match. But
no, it's gonna be clumsy.
Yeah, you think so?
I'm at a 4. This should have been against Brian Keith.
Okay, fair.
That would have been a lot better.
Yeah, that would put me up to maybe a 7 or an 8.
Yeah. Eddie Kingston's obviously winning this. With that being said, I don't know where this is coming from, this opinion that I'm about to give.
Okay.
But as far as size and personality, there are not a lot of guys in this business that have that kind of size and that personality. So you should not be jobbing out Big Bill like this. You shouldn't have been for the last 6 months at least. At least, if not a year.
5 years ago? Dude, he was like the most over thing with him and Enzo.
Yeah.
And it wasn't just Enzo. Yeah, Enzo was the one that was typically the mouthpiece, but Big Bill kind of held his own as far as being, getting on the stick too. So it wasn't just Enzo and the big guy backup. Like they both had this like charisma about them that worked. And goddamn, they were fucking over, man. They were so over.
They had no microphone and the fans did the entire intro.
Right. Like it was somebody needs to study the fall of Enzo and Big Cass, right? Because the way that happened was just ridiculous, because they were all like the highest of highs. They were at like they were doing the bell curve going up to the top, and before they can even get to the top, they were straight to the bottom. And a lot of it, I get it, is because of Enzo, but Big Cass got some undeserved hate.
They split them.
Yeah,
Enzo was in the cruiserweight division. Big Cass was in that fucking fatal 4-way here in Houston for the after Balor got hurt and they made that second Universal Champion. He was in that 4-way. They had big plans for him to be a singles guy, and for whatever reason, it
didn't work.
Yeah,
it
wasn't working.
Yeah, as far as big men go, I know that back in the 80s, everybody was all about the big man. And that there was a little bit of a swing of the pendulum going back the other way, because it's like, no, you can be small and be good. You know, look at Bret Hart, look at Shawn Michaels. Oh, we love them. And I mean, yes,
Punk Danielson.
I love them, Punk Danielson. But I think that moving away from the big guy to the little guys has done a disservice to big guys that are actually good. So, and I'm gonna get heat for this. People are gonna not like what I say. An iron that didn't get struck when it was hot, that was completely fucked up, that should have never, like this was a fumble for all fumbles. Matt Morgan.
Oh,
Matt Morgan was a goddamn fumble. A fumble. Like, you could have done so much with Matt Morgan. The fucking elevator was a great fucking move. The blueprint gimmick was a good fucking gimmick. And they never really went full bore with them in TNA. They could have.
Wasn't expecting that.
Yeah. Like, you could have done so much with it. Yeah, he had an injury here and there that kind of broke the momentum a little bit, but you could have always work around injuries. You could always just keep people at the commentator booth, do video packages, things like that. So when they come back, they're still hot, right? No, Matt Morgan. So, and I feel the same way about Cass. Cass and Matt Morgan were kind of cut of the same cloth. They both had it. They had agility for big men. They had the charisma of big men, and they could actually go in the ring, and they were just completely fumbled.
Wow.
Yeah.
This is going to be a great sidebar, but I disagree.
Oh, all right.
The bigger fumble was WWE with Matt Morgan, because he was stuck in a sea of other big men. Heidenreich, Nathan Jones, Luther Reigns. So there was he couldn't stand out in that group. TNA, the only other big man that really wasn't even that big but comparable was Hernandez.
Yeah.
So he was given opportunity.
Yeah.
And he made some of that opportunity, but for whatever reason, not everything happened. WWE should have been a bit more patient because Morgan was younger.
Yeah.
And, you know, they were going off of freaking Nathan Jones because of his height and his size and his stardom from like movies or whatever. Luther Reigns was that experience. Like they had all these baskets and they put more eggs in Luther Reigns, and then freaking Nathan Jones, and then fucking Heidenreich. Than they did with
Snitsky.
They did with Matt Morgan.
Yeah.
Like if Matt Morgan was maybe 10 years later, he could have had FCW. He could have had NXT. He could have had Dusty Rhodes. He could have had Paul Heyman.
Okay.
He could have had the training to be that guy that we wanted him to be when he was in TNA. Mm-hmm. Because Lord knows that he wasn't going to be that guy in WWE.
Okay.
He had more opportunity to be that guy, and he did both sides. He was face and a heel in TNA. Okay. But if he had that seasoning, that training, that's school.
You know who did? Big Cass. Big Cass had all that. Everything you just mentioned, 10 years later, NXT, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
He had it. And you can't teach that. And they still fumbled him.
Yeah.
Portia says in the live chat, Cass was saved by DDP and got to marry DDP's daughter. Cass is doing all right.
Okay.
I didn't know DDP had a daughter, but okay, cool.
Dang.
Yeah. What a fucking sidebar that was.
Adam Copeland and Christian Cage against FTR.
I'm gonna go with about an 8, maybe an 8.5. That's just off of paper. I like the idea of Edge and Christian. Oh, excuse me, Copeland and Christian Cage.
Copeland Cage.
Yeah, Copeland Cage. I like the idea of them doing something and then going up against FTR. Fuck yeah, that's gonna be cool. It's gonna be a cool little match. I don't know the story or anything, but yeah.
Does it bug you that they didn't wait for this to be Edge and Christian's first match back? That they had to do a match of Forbidden Door against Killswitch and Kip Sabian? Does that irk you at all?
No, because I didn't know about it.
Okay, good.
I wasn't aware that happened.
I didn't care. On paper, I want to be a 9, but as a viewer that's been watching at least Dynamite every week, I'm at like a 6. Because FTR's, for me as a viewer, FTR stock has been dropping. It feels like this match should have been for the belts.
That failed heel run that they just recently did, like, I don't know.
Yeah. And then on the other side, like Edge is getting all of this adoration. They're singing his fucking theme every week. And then Christian Cage comes out and he's just there. Last night was the first time I actually bought in on Christian as a team with Edge. You know, they cut this promo and Stokely's like, hey, if you touch Cash, it's a $100,000 fine. If you touch Dax, it's a $100,000 fine. If you touch me, it's $250,000 fine. They go off on this fucking promo. Then Edge goes off on this long-ass promo. Then Christian gets the mic and goes, here's a good part of being an asshole is I don't really care about the fine. Because I'm rich. And they jump him. They fucking... that's the first time Christian was like at the level of Copeland on AEW television. In this entire like lopside thing, you know? I just wish that this had more stake. Like it just feels like this match is going to happen just to happen. It's going to be... I bet it's going to be great. But are we going to care about it next week? Or 2 weeks from now? I don't know.
Okay.
Who you got winning?
Edge and Christian. Just on paper, you know, like if you spent that much money to bring Edge and Christian back together, why are you gonna have them lose?
We started the episode by saying sometimes the easiest thing is not wrong.
Right.
This one would be wrong.
Okay.
Like Edge and Christian, yeah, they were one of the greatest tag teams of our generation.
Yeah.
This ain't our generation no more. You want to solidify the fact that Edge and Christian need to go drinking. They need to go hunting. They need to go playing video games. They need to do stuff together. They need to reignite that camaraderie they had because they've been apart for years. They were feuding when they first got together here in AEW. Right. And FTR has still been a team through thick and thin.
Yeah.
So what does that say about your tag division? And they already won their debut, their return match against two nobodies.
Yeah.
So if they're gonna be if these two old guys on AARP are gonna beat fucking FTR, what does that say about your tag division? Okay. Like you want to, and not to mention if Edge and Christian beat FTR, then there is no reason whatsoever for them to continue wrestling each other. If the entire purpose of this feud, if they're cutting each other open, if they're threatening death, if they're threatening fines, you want this to keep going, it makes perfect sense for Stokely to cost FTR the match, cost Edge and Christian the match and have FTR.
I mean, that makes more sense the way you explain it. Yeah, but you know, you needed to explain it to me. Because
not that you're wrong.
It's because I haven't been watching.
You're going off of memory. Edge and Christian. Oh man, TLC. They created a pay-per-view after their match. You know, I get it.
Portia goes, listen, AARP ain't that bad. I get free movie tickets sometimes. No, that's the super AARP that you're getting now.
Nah, you're not there yet. You're probably on like ARP.
ARP.
Yeah. No, you ain't got the double A yet.
What was that Professor Farnsworth said? Now I'm old enough to access ultra porn.
MJF versus Mark Briscoe. TNT. Tables and Tacks.
Ooh. Who and who? Briscoe and who?
MJF.
MJF and Briscoe,
yes.
Tables and Tacks?
Yes, MJF, your CMLL world champion.
Is this for the CMLL title? Oh, okay.
Number.
I love me some MJF. And I like Briscoe. I don't like the fact that when I hear the stipulation, that the stipulation is with Tax. That doesn't sit right with me. 7?
6. I think I've seen this match enough already between the two. Up until this feud with MJF, Mark Briscoe's character on AEW television has been comedic relief. There's not a lot of reason for this to be personal other than the fact that MJF does what he always does. He makes things personal by talking about his fucking brother.
Right.
But he's already beaten him like twice. Like
and what are we gonna let his brother just lay? You know, how long has it been? Has it been 2 years already?
Here's my 3.
And he's still coming out where on one side it says Jay Briscoe, on the other side says Mark Briscoe, and he's still them boys and like, bro, let him lay down.
I hate to say this.
Let him lay down, bro. Is it at what point is it unhealthy for Jay Briscoe that they still keep talking about Mark? Or wait, do I have that backwards?
Mark to be talking about Jay.
Yeah, duh. At what point is it unhealthy as a performer and as a human to still like you're going out there still making a name off of your dead brother? Like, bro, at some point, like, I get it. You loved your brother.
Do you want to forget about your brother?
I don't want to forget about him, but like, do you want that to be your gimmick? Do you want that to be who you are as a performer?
You want to ask Chavo Guerrero?
At one point, Chavo stopped. It was every now and again somebody brought up Eddie. I mean, Chavo tried to go out and beat Kerwin White. So here's he tried to get his own shit underneath him.
Here's my issue with Mark.
Okay,
you want to play the sympathy card? It's one thing.
Okay,
I get it. Play the sympathy card. Take it to your advantage.
Yeah.
The sympathy card's burned out in AEW. WWE would have made him a fucking star.
How so?
With the loss of his brother and him having 10 kids.
Okay. And
him being different. Tony Khan had the chance after the Briscoe passing to make something of Mark Briscoe. And what did they do? They stuck him on Ring of Honor. Who's watching Ring of Honor?
No.
Who's watching Ring of Honor now?
Nobody.
And they have him on Dynamite. Do you remember the name of the group?
The Conglomerate?
Conglomeration. Yeah. You remember who else was in the group? That answered the question. Thank you. That answered the question.
The Stone Pitbull and Roger Strong.
That's it. Yeah, you answered it. That's okay.
Okay.
Yeah. It's weird saying this now because it's not really going to happen later on in the conversation, but AEW is feeling like old school WCW in the sense of your top guys are here and that's where they're going to be and everyone else is going to be here and that's where y'all going to be.
Yeah.
Like, I don't see Briscoe fucking wrestling Hangman for the title. I don't see Briscoe fucking like the time's passed. Like, Briscoe's cool and all and he's different, but they're not doing anything with him that matters.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So there's a lot of that on this brand.
I mean, Portia says you never stop grieving. Yeah, I get it. You never stop grieving. I totally 100% get that.
Yeah.
But
MJF's winning.
Okay. Yeah, you know what? MJF. Yeah. No, MJF is losing. And the reason why he's losing is because of the stipulation and the fact that it's not for that CMLL title. So he can lose. And he can lose because of the tax.
Yeah.
And the stupid shit. Right?
Yeah.
He can lose because of that. Right? Yeah, but getting back to the Mark and Jay stuff, yeah, I get it. You're not going to evolve your character, and you're not going to get over. And I know you're saying that AEW is not going to let you get over because of what you just said about the top guys are here and they're always going to be on the top, and there's not room for upward mobility. I get what you say that because I can see how that could actually be true, right? But if you were to hope that there would still be upwards mobility, you got to evolve and make your character grow. And like it feels as though he's just stagnant. Like he's stuck where he was 3 years ago because it's all just about, oh yeah, the guy whose brother died.
Yeah.
And like, that's it. That's like his whole character. That's who he is. He's one dimensional. Right. So like, let's try to make him more than one dimensional. Let's try to move past that. Hopefully they are trying to get past that, maybe with the conglomerate and the silly promos that he did and things like that. But maybe there needs to be more, maybe said 2 dimensions. Let's do 3 dimensions. So let's figure out what we could do with him, because I think he's good enough of a performer in the ring to pull it off, to hang with some of these guys. I mean, fuck, if Orange, who was one of the ones that was in the conglomeration, if Orange can be at the top having a silly gimmick, quote unquote, he could have it with his silly gimmick, the Sussex County chicken and all that. Like, cool. Let him do that. The wild man who's crazy, who does all kinds of crazy shit. Like he's kind of funny, but he's also kind of necro butcher, kind of put together.
Yeah.
Right? You could do something with that. But if it's just like funny and necro butcher, but brother stuff, and you're allowing yourself to be overshadowed by the memory of your brother, that's a little bit different. See, Chavo was overshadowed by the memory of his brother. Eddie was not Ray was not overshadowed by the memory of his friend. And that may have been the WWE machine behind him, but Ray was able to take that and propel himself a little bit more. Yeah. Whereas Chavo stayed behind that, if that makes sense.
Man, you want to go third dimension? I just got the third dimension.
Okay.
Turn Mark heel.
I don't know if you do that in AEW.
There's so
many turns that AEW.
I lived in the shadow of my brother. I lived in the shadow of expectation. There was always a reason why Jay was in the main event level in Ring of Honor, and I was the sports entertainer with the TV title, because all I did was do the ha-has and the Sussex County chicken, and no one took me seriously. And people here in AEW still don't take me seriously because all they want to talk about is my brother. I'm not doing this for my brother anymore. I'm doing this for me. It's time for Mark Briscoe to man up.
All right. Okay.
And that's it. No more of that Sussex County karate stuff.
Yeah.
He
does
does
kung fu.
He does the Jay Briscoe better than Jay Briscoe.
All right. Hector says the difference between Chavo and Ray was that Ray was Ray and Chavo was playing white golf guy. Yeah, I mean, that's part of it too. Yeah.
Darby Allin versus Jon Moxley in a coffin match. Darby helped cost Moxley the title at All In Texas. Darby's still been picking at him. He's been taking out fucking Death Riders one by one. And now it's Darby versus Moxley in a coffin match.
Darby versus blank in a coffin match sounds cool.
8.
Darby versus Jon Moxley in a coffin match. 6.
Whoa. Okay.
Because it's Mox. Dude, I haven't watched AEW in like 3 fucking months, and I'm still tired of Jon Moxley. Like, bro, not only have I not watched Jon Moxley, I haven't watched anything AEW, and I'm fucking tired of him. You say Jon Moxley, and I'm already checked out, bro. I'm like, no, I don't care. Hearing the name Jon Moxley.
Yeah.
is enough to trigger me.
Thank you. You talked me down to a 6.
Thank you.
Because Moxley's going to do the same dumb hardcore shit that Moxley always done under the guise of a coffin match. And Darby's going to do some crazy ass shit that he always does that makes the match worth watching. Moxley's still winning. It's Moxley. I think that's the thing that also brings me down. It's like, yeah, Moxley's going to win it.
Okay.
And I don't know where the story goes from there. You know, because the main thing, it's weird. Because, like, whenever someone loses the AEW World title, they're usually off of TV for a couple of weeks or a couple of months. And I haven't had a chance to miss Moxley because the next week he's choking out fucking Tony Schiavone or whatever on commentary or something. Like, what the fuck? You know, I was like, yeah. Moxley's winning. Who you got winning? You don't care.
Darby? Just because it's a coffin match, or maybe we could get Darby to win a coffin match?
Mercedes Moné versus Riho for the TNT title. No, I'm sorry, the TBS title, the host title.
Yeah. 5, Mercedes is winning.
5, Mercedes is winning.
Yeah, it's weird because it seems like AEW just dusts off Riho whenever they need somebody to be a viable threat to someone, but they don't want them to lose. You know, because like, oh, Riho's really good. Remember when we first started AEW? Riho was like the person that we were gonna, you know, say, hey, here's our women's wrestler.
Yeah, she wore the pennies on the train tracks title.
Yeah, remember? She was really great. Yeah, and you know what? Kenny Omega loves her. Oh, yeah, Riho. Remember Riho? And she won't win shit against anybody, especially against Mercedes Moné.
AEW fumbled because they could have had a great opportunity to swerve us and treat us to a rivalry, which they don't do often, of Mercedes Moné losing on Dynamite to Alex Winza. No, she's it's the Roman Reigns effect where if you're beating everybody, then at some point you're just like tired of it. Like I don't care who's gonna beat you because I'm not gonna watch when it happens because I'm tired of watching you. And this is the part where when wrestling fans say Sasha Banks was the best of the 4 horsewomen, then the feeling I have should be overridden by the fact that she was the best of the 4 horsewomen. And the fact that I still feel like if I thought she was the best of the 4 horsewomen, her run right now as TNT champion and 45 belts and Thanos' gauntlet would be the bee's knees. It's not. Her promos and her matches should be eclipsing whatever shitty booking they're giving her. And if it isn't, then she's being a bit overrated. And I'm not feeling it anymore. Like, okay, she didn't beat Tony. I was glad she didn't beat Tony, but she's still not. But now she's got more belts than she did when she beat Tony. So like the Tony loss doesn't even matter.
All the more reason why she's gonna win this. She's got to save a little bit of face because she lost to Tony. Oh, she still has this other belt? Cool. She's got to retain it. Call in the Riho.
For anyone that's been keeping up in the last 12 months, who can she drop it to that she hasn't wrestled yet? She's wrestled almost everyone already.
What do you want from Moné that you aren't getting from Storm? Or that you are getting from Storm? I think Toni Storm has a more organically over character.
And it's fresh.
That was fresh, that developed and evolved. Mercedes Moné, she just wins stuff.
And she's still doing the same dance she did 10 years ago.
Yeah.
And she has the same persona, just like Upside Down from Stranger Things. Oh, you're not the boss. No, now you're the CEO. Now you're the CFO. Now you're the... I got the...
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, it doesn't change. Yeah. Where's the...
Sheeta, maybe. Okay, Robert says Sheeta.
I thought she already wrestled Sheeta.
I probably have.
Yeah.
Yeah? Well, Sheeta is the next boss up from Riho. Sheeta and Riho are kind of in the same boat, right? So it's like Makazaki, Riho,
Sakazaki,
Riho, then Sheeta.
Emi Sakura.
Oh yeah, okay,
yeah.
Yeah.
I would say run it back and have Mercedes lose to fucking Athena. I want more Athena on my Dynamite television program.
Fair.
Not Collision, not Ring of Honor, not streaming. No, I need it on the main show, on the proper show. Money's winning. Triple threat for the unified 3 belts.
I'm just saying, where's Nyla?
I think she beat her too, in like her hometown when she was like a face or something. Remember, this has gone on for like a year almost.
Yeah.
So
there's a lot of people that she
over a year because it was
beat.
last year's Double or Nothing that she beat fucking Statlander in Vegas last year in Double or Nothing.
Was it Stat?
Yeah.
Okay.
And now we're still on this fucking run. Yeah. Konosuke Takeshita and Máscara Dorada are wrestling Kazuchika Okada. 3-way number.
On paper, that sounds pretty good. I would 8 without knowing the story. If there's a good enough story, maybe 9 or 10.
9.
Okay.
And that 9 is because Máscara Sagrada's performance last night was great.
Okay.
I think he'll fit in very well. I think the moments with him and Takeshita are going to steal the show. But I think he can also slow down enough so that he won't leave Okada behind. The main crux of this story is that there's infighting between the Don Callis family with Okada and Takeshita.
Okay.
Why they put in Dorado there, I don't know. But at some point, we're going to get the one-on-one of Okada and Takeshita. And Takeshita's a face. Dude, So Osprey's out with neck injury. Swerve's out with knee injury. Okada's out. I mean, not Okada. Omega's out because he had some commitments in Japan he was trying to do. And he's still like recovering-ish from his diverticulitis. He's still on training wheels.
Yeah.
So there's with Eddie Kingston coming back, you still need more faces. Hook's back.
Nice.
But he's not there's a tease whether he's gonna help out fucking the ops or if he's gonna go solo or if he's gonna do his own 3-man team. It's like they're throwing a lot of stuff at the wall. Takeshita, man, I got Takeshita pinning Dorada. Okay. I got Takeshita taking the belts.
Okay.
Yeah. How about you?
Sure. I mean, I like Takeshita. I do. I really do. Dude, how many more matches we got for this shit, man? We need to get some WrestlePalooza.
Yeah. 10 matches, main card, 3 matches, pre-show.
Where are we at so far, man? I feel
we got a few left. We got 3.
Jesus.
4-way ladder match for the tag titles.
Okay.
Brodito.
Wait, who?
Brody King and Bandito are your tag champions.
All right.
Young Bucks, Jet Speed, and then, tell me if you haven't heard this one before, Don Callis family, Hechicero, and Josh Alexander.
Ooh. Hechicero and Josh Alexander are together, and they're both in the Don Callis family?
That's like 10 people deep in Don Callis family now.
I mean, I'm okay with that, especially if I get to see more Hechicero.
Yes.
Right?
I'm with you. I'll buy that for $1.
Yeah. Okay. 9. That sounds like that could be fun.
Between Brody King and Hechicero being the beef that a lot of these pinballs are going to be bouncing off of, I'm at a 9.
Okay.
I don't know why I'm not at a 10. I'm just not there for this match.
Is it too much mishmashed teams?
I think if you look at this card, it's too many multi-people.
Okay. That's fair.
Yeah. 9.
Okay.
I got Brodito holding on.
Okay.
Yeah. How about you?
Never bet against the Bucks in AEW. The Bucks.
You're going with the Bucks.
Sure, why not? Why? LOL, Bucks win.
Tell me if you haven't heard this already tonight.
Oh, shit. Here we go.
4-way.
Oh!
For the women's title.
Okay.
Well, Bukaki, as Tony Storm calls it. It's
Ah.
Tony Storm
Yep.
Chris Statlander. Jamie Hayter.
Okay.
And the Spider, Tekla.
Tekla is somebody that Monet hasn't beat.
Yeah, right? She's in the world title picture right now.
I'm just saying, we were asking earlier, who has she not beat yet?
I don't think she's beaten Julia Hart.
Okay.
I don't think she's beaten Sky Blue. So it's weird because I don't think she's faced any of the heels yet. So like Monet being like scared at the crazy girls, like crazy goth girls, would probably intrigue me a bit. So her versus Julia Hart, the same stature, same size. For her faults, Monet can lead a decent match.
Can we talk about how the Bucks are made to look dumb as fuck? Yes, they look dumb as fuck.
So they lost their VIP status and All In.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, with the George Washington.
So they've been poor. They've been fucking up their entrance themes. They have no pyro. And then last week there was a 10-man tag, Death Riders and the Young Bucks. Moxley went up to the Young Bucks and catering and said, "Hey, we're not in this for the money. We're in this for the bloodshed. So if you help us win this 10-man tag, y'all keep the money."
Oh, okay.
And they wound up winning. So now that they got bag again, they got pyro, they got their music back, they're going to the casino, so they look kind of fucking. And for a minute, I'm not sure if it's still the case, they're also in the Don Callis family. The Elite are in the Don Callis family.
Okay. Don Callis has been a busy boy. All right, anyway, back to this women's 4-way.
God damn. 9. Tekla.
Okay. I like the Spider Lady. I like Tekla.
Oh, man. Because it hasn't been done yet. And you can do like a horror movie trailer style build to the actual one-on-one. Like I've got Tekla beating Jamie Hayter. So Tony Storm's losing the belt without even being pinned. So
you have Tekla winning the belt?
Yes. She's fucking ready. She is unique. She has not been fungled yet. Her and Queen Amanada have been going on this run for weeks of just beating the ever-loving fuck out of each other. They had a no-holds-barred match last night, and they continue to beat the living fuck out of each other. And she can talk on the mic.
Well, okay. For somebody that has showed up within the last 2 or 3 months that I only saw very, very briefly, I would think that it's too soon. Because I know I haven't been watching, but I haven't been watching for that long. And I don't know much about her.
Tekla's past.
I know.
Is Tekla ready?
The point that I'm trying to make is I don't think she's been introduced to this audience long enough to take the belt off of Toni Storm when Mercedes Moné couldn't have.
That's why I'm saying she's not pinning Toni Storm.
Okay, fair, but still, that belt is gone from Toni Storm's grasp. So I don't
just imagine the next 6 weeks build of like horror movie trailers starring Toni Storm. And you sold me. You sold me. So there was a
fuck.
There was a promo last night where Toni Storm had the spotlight on her, and it was dark everywhere.
All right.
And I was chomping at the bit. Please have Tekla come out from the dark behind her, not attack her, just like be there.
Yeah.
And so Toni Storm was like, "What the fuck?" And then like her do her pose, and just like scare the shit out of Toni Storm.
Okay,
and be like, you
sold me.
I've done comedy, I've done romance, I've done action.
Now it's time for horror.
Now it's time for the horror. No, horror.
Yes.
Toni Storm will call it horror because that's what she does.
The horror.
Yes. Tekla's winning this. I've got Tekla winning. Like I'm getting goosebumps right now just thinking about the Toni Storm
with the spider thing, and then Toni Storm calling it like the fucking
Toni Storm in the dressing room, and there's a spider crawling on the mirror.
Yeah, the fucking octopus tentacles.
You can really crank up the uniqueness of Tekla's character, and really make her stand out in this. Yeah. Main event time. Adam Page defends the men's world title against the TNT champion, Kyle Fletcher.
Okay. Damn, that sounds really good on paper.
Mm-hmm.
Is the TNT championship on the line?
No. But there is a stipulation on the contract that if there is interference from the Don Callis family, the TNT Championship gets stripped from Fletcher.
Oh,
which is interesting. I like that wrinkle. I'm at a 9 for it. I think they've done enough to make it stand out.
All right, I'll go with a 9 as well. I could see where I could be at a 10 for this, but I'm not. But I wonder if we're gonna have some sort of shenanigans where it's like, okay, cool, Don Callis family interferes, the TNT Championship is stripped, but that could be a risk Don Callis is willing to take to capture the World Championship. Hey, don't worry about it, Kyle. You don't need that belt anyway. Then they go interfere. The belt is stripped, but they still wind up winning the match because of the interference, and now they have the big title. I can see some shenanigans like that happening. Yeah, cool.
Can I share a fun fact with you?
Yes.
The news with a Z. This was supposed to be Hangman versus Wardlow. But guess what happened to Wardlow?
He get injured?
Yeah.
Oh,
you know when he got injured?
When he came back?
The night he came back at Forbidden Door, he powerbombed someone, and he wound up fucking it up, and he tore his pec. He's gonna be under contract for the next 5 years just because Tony Khan's extending the injury shit. Yeah, he filmed the entire season of American Gladiators. That's coming out soon, and then his first night back. Wardlow.
God damn it, Wardlow.
Yeah.
Wardlow. Bigger flop, bigger fumble than Matt Morgan or Big Cass or nah?
We're not there yet.
Okay.
I think what? Oh man.
You made a lot of sounds right there.
Are we evoking the quality over quantity effect? Because he beat MJF with 9 straight power bombs.
That's true.
And then in the next pay-per-view, he's wrestling Mark Sterling and a bunch of security guards.
Yeah.
What the fuck, bro? And that next night, MJF cut a promo and he left. So that spotlight was ripe for the picking.
Yeah.
And Wardlow got slid back under the tanning bed. Man. One more fuck up and he's in there.
Well, okay, I get it that he's in there as far as like, okay, he was a fumble, but is it as important of a fumble or as bad as like a fumble as Matt Morgan? Basically, I'm saying I think the ceiling on Matt Morgan was so fucking high that potential was never reached. Is this? I think it was more something that happened to Matt Morgan, not necessarily because of Matt Morgan's fault. But with Wardlow, I don't know. It seems like he's just made out of glass.
One of Wardlow's leave of absences was because he got in a car accident. So that takes a little bit of heat off of him. But if another man, I don't know.
Okay, all right, just food for thought. We can move on.
Well, yeah, I'll be non on that for a while.
Okay.
I got Paige winning.
I got Kyle Fletcher winning through the suggestion
that I
said, where they're gonna on purpose get him stripped of the TNT Championship by doing some sort of interference just so that they can still win.
From experience, I just hope.
Portia says bubble wrap should be his new gear.
Damn.
Damn. The savagery.
I just hope that I get to watch it all because they're going up against WrestlePalooza.
Right.
And as someone that sat through with the pre-show 7 hours at fucking Globe Life for All In, yeah. I don't know if I can do it all.
Did you enjoy your time at Globe Life? For the 7 hours. Was the experience, not just the show. I mean, the experience, top to bottom, going there, eating the food, going to the merch, hanging out with your nephew.
It was hanging out with the nephew that made everything good.
Okay, cool.
If he wasn't there, I'd probably bitch about it. I would have probably been bitching halfway through.
Okay.
Quality.
I mean, you were over with the Rangers. You know, like that right there is like, aren't you glad the Astros swept them and brought home the silver boot?
Yeah, most definitely.
Yes.
Quality over quantity.
Yeah.
10 matches for AEW, 5 matches for WrestlePalooza.
13 matches. You forgot the 3 that were on the pre-show.
Yeah,
13 matches. We just got done talking about 13 fucking matches.
And someone that hasn't been watching AEW, and it took us an hour.
Jesus Christ.
We'll go quick. So announced today on Pat McAfee's show, the pay-per-view will start with John Cena versus Brock Lesnar.
All right.
Before you even give me a prediction,
all right,
is it smart for Tony Khan to stretch out the pay-per-view again like he did at All In, knowing this is the first match that they're going to come out with? Or would you finish it in 3 hours? 4 hours?
Okay, well, help me out here. What's the is AEW starting before?
Yes,
and it's supposed
they're
to
starting
what's the time limit?
AEW starting at 2, WWE starting at 7.
Okay, so
6 or 7.
AEW will be approaching their last few matches by the time WWE starts,
unless they stretch all that shit out.
Okay,
yeah.
All right. So, and the question was, is it smart to have Tony Khan try to finish before Cena versus Brock?
No. Is it smart for Tony Khan to overrun his pay-per-view so that his main event matches, the 4-way women's and Hangman versus Fletcher, go up against Brock Lesnar and John Cena and whatever the second match would be?
Well, to what end? So he could take away some views from WWE?
Yeah.
Or to test whether or not his main event could go up against the greatest of all time, John Cena?
Yeah.
Roll with the punches,
bro. On an untested app or untested network.
Roll with the punches, bro. Don't. I wouldn't go up against John Cena.
Neither would I.
No. John Cena on his retirement tour. Not to mention Brock Lesnar. Now I get it. Fuck Brock Lesnar, but there's going to be plenty of other people out there like, oh, Brock Lesnar. You know,
MMA fans that also have that ESPN app are going to want to watch this.
Like they're going to want to see Brock. You know. So there's going to be plenty of people that want to see this match. If you look at all the matches from the weekend and you put them, up against each other, this is probably going to be the one with the most mainstream buzz.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
With that being said, I'm at a 5 for this match.
Okay.
Yeah.
I can meet you there. 5 also. Man, I'm enjoying Cena's retirement tour. I enjoyed the heel run. I get it that the heel thing had to be cut short for whatever reasons that happened with The Rock and the booking, and maybe it didn't happen the way they wanted it to happen, so they called it audible, and they went back to face Cena. I'm okay with face Cena now, especially knowing that this is his retirement tour, and I'm enjoying it. I'm enjoying a face Cena. And I want to see Cena going up against other people that are important to Cena. And as much as I want to say, fuck Brock Lesnar, he's kind of important to Cena. Him and Cena have had a pretty significant rivalry. If you're going to have a retirement tour and you're going to play the hits, one of those hits is Brock versus Cena. Okay, yeah, you got to do it. You got to do it. So, yeah, hey, at least it's now and it's not like the last match, presumably. I got Cena winning because I don't see Cena losing to Brock, because losing to Brock means there's more implications with that with Brock. Now Brock is going to go. He beat the fucking never seen 17. Now he has stakes into other stuff and blah, 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 blah. No. Just beat Brock. Let Brock go away. You had your match, Brock and Cena. Cool. Cena's still continuing on his retirement tour.
I'm going to answer Hector's question. You know what match you put against Cena and Brock?
What?
Edge and Christian against FTR. That's the only... Those are the most prolific names that AEW has that has any kind of credibility to rival anything WWE puts on their program on the same night.
Okay.
their return tag match in their home country against one of the greatest tag teams currently, regardless of booking or what they do on their personal time, FTR. That's probably might end the show, actually.
Okay. So it's not main event versus starter, right?
Cena versus Lesnar is starting the match,
right?
But if AEW,
the timing isn't going to be the main event, the last match of AEW versus the first match of WWE. So it's closer together.
So just for comparison, the last hour of AEW All In, which was basically Hangman versus Mox, competed head to head against the first hour of Saturday night's main event.
Okay.
So in theory, the last hour of AEW could be competing against again.
Well, that's exactly what I'm
match.
Asking. Is it just an hour or is it 2 hours?
How much does it overlap? I don't fucking know, dude. Because
yeah. Okay.
It would would defeat the purpose to turn back if you don't if you're still going to. This is
just my personal social calendar. So this isn't like official from WWE and AEW. My personal social calendar shows that it's what the one is starting at 5, the other starting at 6.
No.
Now that could be I could be totally wrong on that.
It starts all out's
at 5 and then WWE's at 6. That's wrong.
They changed it.
Okay.
So All Out starts at 2.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
But if it starts, so All Out could be 4 hours, and as soon as All Out's over, WrestlePalooza starts. But if they want to do 5 hours, or if they want to do 6 hours like All In, they can compete.
I mean, how the fuck are you going to do 13 matches in 4 hours?
10 matches.
13.
Pay-per-view starts at 2. Pre-show matches don't count.
Oh, okay.
So just the 10.
Well, all right, sure. Whatever. Still, too many goddamn matches.
You said that Cena's retirement tour, he should be playing the hits. I'm on the other side of that coin.
Mm-hmm.
I was hoping that he would wrestle some people that I haven't seen him wrestle with before.
I'm not saying he should be playing the hits. I'm saying he's going to be playing the hits, and one of those hits is this match. Do I want to see new music? Yes, I agree. Have him fight some new people, interesting people, put people over. I agree with you 100%, but I'm saying that if you're going to do your retirement tour, you're going to have to play the hits. That's all I'm saying. That's the justification for Cena versus Brock.
I think the failure of the heel turn completely is souring me right now.
Okay.
Because I'm not feeling John Cena like.
All right.
Yeah. I'm not. And then couple that with suddenly this, like, I don't feel. The whole build-up and then the fucking pay-per-view, the fucking SmackDown before the pay-per-view, Cena just goes full face. And then we're supposed to forget about it. Again, it's easy for the casuals to forget about it, to move on, because they want to see their John Cena baby face. Right. But that's like, imagine reading.
Did you just call me a casual?
No, not imagine reading one of your favorite books and then all of a sudden pages are fucking missing.
Okay.
That's this John Cena turn. Okay. Going back to face. It just, I'm at a 5. To be honest, the fact that he's playing the hits in this farewell tour means that it's all inconsequential. What had consequences was him versus Cody. What had consequences, ironically, was him versus Logan Paul. Stuff that we've already, because you can go off of that. Like, what are you going to do with Cena and Lesnar?
And that's why I'm saying Cena's going to win this and Lesnar's going to go away.
I don't care. Like, I'm indifferent.
Well, I'm also at a 5 too. I don't want to see this match, but I understand why it's happening. And I'm not being an apologist for this match. I'm saying that, okay, I get why it's there. Yeah. You know, would I rather see him versus, I was going to say Logan Paul, but or like Hector says in a live chat, him versus fucking Dom. Yeah, I would want to see
him versus LA Knight.
Yeah. Like, that's what I want to see. I want to see him putting over the younger talent and passing the torch to some people like Cody, You can have like the consequences of him versus Cody here at this WrestleMania, bookend by him versus Cody at the next WrestleMania, or okay, if we're gonna say December, okay, December, it's gonna be fucking in front of Trump on the White House lawn, whatever, cool, but like that's the bookends I want. In between, yeah, we can have the John Cena Open, or like him versus Sammy, him versus LA Knight, him versus all these other guys. I think it'd be cool, but yeah.
Next.
Well, you haven't been watching, you filthy casual. Thanks, Portia.
Jimmy and Jey Uso against Braun Breaker and Bronson Reed.
8. Usos versus the Brawns?
Yeah, versus Division.
Yeah.
I'm at 8 too.
Okay.
Got Division winning.
Okay. Fair.
Yeah.
I feel like Big Jim has really been done dirty throughout the whole last 2 or 3 years of booking.
That's what you get when you do the women's division dirty.
Ooh. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Speaking of which, for the vacant Women's World Championship.
Oh, we're just moving on. Okay.
Io Sky versus Stephanie Vaquer.
10, brother. 10. 10. 10. 10. 10s across the board. At 10. I really want to see this match. Stephanie Vaquer, man, I hope she fucking wins it, man. That would be really, really cool. Like, if we talk about Tekla not being ready, there's some people that could make the argument that Stephanie Vaquer is not ready. Why? Because she hasn't been around that long. I will 100% do the opposite argument for Stephanie Vaquer as I argued against Tekla. Stephanie Vaquer is just that good. I have been watching a little bit more WWE. I am more familiar with Stephanie Vaquer, and La Primera needs a fucking belt on her yesterday.
For the complete opposite reasons that I gave earlier, I don't care who wins. I'm winning. Io with another run, awesome. Stephanie with her first run, neta. I'm good either way.
Yeah.
That could be the match that steals the show.
Yeah. Yeah, it could
definitely.
Be. Yeah.
You got Primera winning?
La Primera.
Toma todo. I got Vaquer too.
Oh,
I'm with it.
Shit.
I'm with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Moment of silence for the double devil's kiss from Tuesday. No, Booker lost his mind.
Like you didn't?
Well, I technically didn't watch it. I just saw, I didn't want to have my heart palpitations go off on that.
Damn.
I know it happened though. I saw the
clip.
The clips. Yeah, the clips.
It's
like I can't watch this at work. I had to scroll away.
Cody Rhodes versus Drew McIntyre for the WWE Championship.
Man, I want to say I would be at like a 9 for this, but I do not buy that Drew's winning this at all. Cody's winning. Yeah. You think Drew has a shot?
Drew's built like he just ate Cody.
Okay. I just think that's good build. I don't think that means that he's actually going to win it. Cody is the guy that y'all are investing in. And by y'all, I mean WWE, not
McIntyre sent out a tweet. The Rock wanted his old. I just want his ass. And then he followed that up with, wait. Drew on X is savage.
Yeah.
I'm at a 5 for this.
5?
Only because I haven't seen any SmackDown. So whatever build this has been, I've been blind to it. All I know is on paper, this match should be good to great.
Yeah.
But my anticipation for this, I just know that this match, I just learned that this match was happening like last week. So if this build has been happening for 3 or 4 weeks, I haven't seen any of it. There hasn't been any clips on WWE's Facebook profile to put this over. So I don't know where this is coming from.
Didn't you just say that, like, they're building McIntyre so he eats Cody Rhodes? Like, no. Did you just say that?
You said.
Roll the tape back.
You said McIntyre can't beat Rhodes. And I'm looking at fucking Guile and fucking Sagat. Drew should be making mincemeat out of Cody Rhodes. Is what I'm saying.
You mean like character, not story?
Yes.
Okay. I'm looking at like the story and the investment that WWE has in Cody. Cody's not going to drop the belt at WrestlePalooza. Period.
Okay.
Like he's not dropping the belt.
I'll put it down then. I'm picking Drew.
I'm picking Cody.
All right.
All right.
There's
a bigger story there with Cody, and it's not with Drew. I'm sorry, Drew. I love Drew.
He needs time off to film Street Fighter.
Yeah. Drew, you mean Cody? Cody. Yeah, okay. Cody needs time off. So does Roman, but it's not like okay. All right. Yeah. Cody's going to be Guile. Roman's going to be Akuma. Yeah, you're right. Oh, and then Honda is going to to be
Hiroki Goto.
Yeah, Hiroki Goto. Yeah.
And they got some UFC fighter that's playing somebody.
Yeah,
I forget. The main event. We started the show with this. We're ending the show with this.
Okay.
CM Punk and Mrs. CM Punk against Seth Rollins and Mrs. Seth Rollins.
Ah, come on.
Punk and AJ against Becky and Seth.
Yeah. Where is this? Indianapolis?
Yes.
Okay. As much of a great moment they had in Chicago, I don't know if this is main event worthy. And I think the main event is opening the show.
Oh.
Okay. I don't like Brock versus Cena, but again, we said from the entire weekend, what generates the most buzz mainstream wise? Brock versus Cena. This match is a good match for people that are currently watching and for people that may have watched in the past that like AJ Lee. Mm-hmm. I don't think this is the main event. I think it is pretty cool that a mixed tag team match is getting such attention from within the WWE brass, right? But I still don't think this should be the main event.
You have Cody versus McIntyre ending the show?
I thought you just said this was ending the show.
No, that's what I'm saying. If you don't think that the mixed tag should end the show.
What should be ending the show is Brock versus Cena.
Okay. But that obviously isn't happening. That's the only thing that we know that's confirmed for sure.
So it's a main event that's not really a main event. Again, why? Because of probably how they're trying to stack up against AEW. Yeah. So they're going to put their, it's a main event, but not really. So it's okay. We're already going to have the market share. So, we're going to be done competing. So it's fine. So we're going to put our heavy hitters up against their main event, their heavy hitters, so we could swing our dick around and show how much more popular we are.
Exactly.
So yeah.
Who you got winning?
That's a good question there. So if Punk and AJ were to win, I don't think that derails anything that Seth is doing with the title. So Seth can lose, still be champ. AJ can be like, hey, I just won my match. I'm going to stick around. AJ and Becky could still have beef. Mm-hmm. Becky could be like, well, you didn't beat me, you beat my husband, or something stupid like that, right? And they could have a proper one-on-one later. So I think the thing that will make there be more future-proofing, Punk and AJ winning.
I agree completely.
Yeah.
I have Punk and AJ winning. More specifically, I'm predicting a Dragon Ball moment where Seth Rollins is going to try to hit CM Punk with something, and he accidentally hits AJ Lee.
No.
And sets CM Punk fucking off.
Yeah.
If he already hated Seth before this match, he wants him dead.
Yeah.
So Punk and Seth are going to fight off. And AJ's pinning Becky so that they can have a one-on-one for the Intercontinental title. And the blood feud with Punk and Rollins, because remember, Punk never got a one-on-one rematch. He won the belt, and then right after that, Seth cashed in on him, and there has not been an actual match for CM Punk to get his shit back.
Good point.
If I'm not mistaken.
Okay.
So, no, it was in Paris, and Seth fucking had Becky cheat to beat him. So yeah, so their rematch would have to be like
Cage or something.
Hell in a Cell.
Okay.
Yeah. That's where
Hell in a Cell is usually in October, right?
They don't have the pay-per-view anymore. The last time there was a Hell in a Cell, it was under Bad Blood. Punk and McIntyre.
Is it the next PLE Survivor Series?
No.
No? Then what's the next PLE?
I thought Saudi had one. I thought Saudi
Crown Jewel? Did they move Crown Jewel or something?
Survivor Series would be the next one. No, well,
usually October is Hell in a Cell.
Yeah, they didn't have Hell in a Cell last year. They had Bad Blood.
Oh, that's right. But it had a cell match.
It had a cell match in it.
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well,
there it is. Crown Jewel in Perth. That's the next pay-per-view.
Okay.
That's October.
Okay.
And then Survivor Series in November. And then Saturday night's main event in December. There's no pay-per-view in December.
In Perth, you could have a cell.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh man, they could sell a lot of tickets with Punk and Rollins main eventing Hell in a Cell. Wow. Yeah. That's my plan. I've got AJ pinning Becky so that their one-on-one will be for the title, and Seth and Punk are so enraged with each other that it's Hell in a Cell.
All right.
For them two. That's my booking.
Okay.
Quality over quantity. This show is going to be miles better, but I'm curious to see how the day plays out.
Yeah.
Very curious.
Yeah.
Because I understand. That's the casualty of having quality over quantity. You know, I want to see LA Knight. I want to see Penta. I want to see Phoenix. Yeah. I want to see Rhea. Can't have everybody on every pay-per-view. On the contrary, how many multi-people matches are in this AEW pay-per-view? Yeah, the women's world title, tag match, ladder match, triple threat for the United title, Syndicate and Ricochet, 6 people, pre-show, 8 women. Yeah,
they really like their menages over there.
Everyone's got to get their shit in AEW.
Get in all their licks.
Yeah.
Then Portia says in Australia they're used to jail cells. That is fucking racist.
She's got jokes.
Oh fuck. I'm looking more for the post show, seeing a Big E and AJ interact on camera. Big E accidentally slaps her in the face.
Out of these 2 shows, which one are you more excited for?
Oh man, probably WrestlePalooza. Now, there is one aspect of it that we haven't talked about.
On camera.
That
you're about to mention on camera.
Yeah. And that's the formatting of how people are going to watch these pay-per-views or PLEs or whatever the fuck you want to call them, right? Because there was some confusing ass shit that happened with WWE to figure out how you're going to actually watch these PLEs, because you need to have ESPN, but you also need to have Hulu, but Hulu is on Disney Plus, so you have to have them all together, but there's a bundle, so you upgrade your bundle so you can get ESPN.
You don't need the bundle.
Okay.
You can get ESPN by itself.
Okay.
That's $30 a month.
Okay, but if you had Hulu and Disney Plus together and add ESPN to it, that is
$30.
So it's the same thing.
Yes.
So you could either pay $30 a month to have ESPN by itself, or pay $30 a month to have ESPN, Disney Plus, and Hulu.
Yes. And unfortunately,
what the fuck?
Unfortunately, I think I read a number that 60% of cable subscribers that have ESPN still have to out of pocket for the pay-per-view.
Okay. What?
And
if you only have ESPN, you still have to pay for the pay-per-view, even though you're paying $30 a month for ESPN.
Through cable. Like if you have a monthly cable subscription through Spectrum, Cox, whatever other
DirecTV,
whatever other things you have, you might still have to out of pocket for this show.
How much is out of pocket?
$30.
Okay.
Or you also have the option to spend $25 a ticket and watch the PLE at your movie theater. Okay. And let me make things even more chaotic for you. That apparently the channel or the app or whatever where you could be streaming this from, is glitchy as fuck and has been having problems the past like week and a half.
Great.
And they're opening the pay-per-view that so many people have to pay for
with Brock versus Cena, which the beginning of the stream is always the worst part of the stream because that's when you have the most glitches. Great. Well, that's probably why they're having Brock versus Cena, because you're not going to miss anything. It's like, oh, Kimura, oh, Kimura, oh, Kimura.
Suplex.
And you think it's a glitch, but it's not. But if it is a glitch, you still won't know the difference.
Yeah.
Because it's just suplex. Oh, what just happened? Suplex. What did I miss? Suplex. Oh, now they're doing a Kimura. Oh, it must have went back 30 seconds. No, they just did another Kimura.
Damn, talk about living the gimmick, brother. We really couldn't see him.
All right.
And AEW, it's on most of the local places where you get pay-per-view. It is a $10 discount if you order it through HBO Max, so it's only $40.
Instead of $50?
Instead of $50 on all the other outlets.
Oof.
Yeah. Indeed.
Okay. So when we were riding the gravy train a little while back, last year or something, where it was like, oh, okay, we don't really have to pay that much for WWE pay-per-views anymore. Now we do. And AEW is running shows at the same time, and they're $50.
One more
tang.
Because I have not seen this actually verified or shot down. We still don't know if they're going to be running ads throughout WrestlePalooza. Or if you have to pay another tier to be ad-free.
I will tell you this. Whether or not you see ads, there will be breaks. Because you have to have a break to let the people clear out of the ring and change the apron and, that kind of stuff. Because that's what WWE does. They change the ring,
but that's
not apron, but the canvas.
But for the past 5 years, it's a video package to build up the next match.
Right.
If you are a premium member, if not, you get more ads.
I agree. So are you going to get to see those video packages? We're going to throw to Big E at the desk with Rosenthal and
Jesse Ventura.
Yeah, get a analysis of what's coming up, or are we going to get a commercial for fucking?
Oh no, there's a 2-hour pre-show for you to get analysis on all that.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Ads will be running. The new ESPN app doesn't offer ad-free, says Hector. There you go.
Wow.
So pay-per-view with commercials.
It's funny. I was starting the week debating whether I was going to add the ESPN to my Disney Plus Hulu package, and then now I'm thinking of just canceling Disney altogether.
Fair?
Yeah.
Fair?
I think my freedom of speech is worth more than $24 a month. I'll just leave it at that.
Fair too. That's fucking fair. Yeah, no, I get it.
So I'm gonna watch AEW how I normally watch AEW. Our man Travis actually made the effort to take Stephanie McMahon's advice from an interview that she did on some kind of podcast or something, and he has a VPN.
And Portia's saying the same thing, VPN.
Yeah, so we're gonna see where the money's at and go from there.
Yeah. All right.
That's this Saturday.
Yeah. There's going to be so many people watching this pay-per-view from
Vietnam.
Vietnam.
Dong Chow.
Yeah. Like, all of a sudden WWE is huge in the Congo.
Damn, Kuala Lumpur.
Yeah.
Are you working in the next couple of weeks?
Yes, actually,
Tell the humans.
not this Friday coming up, but the following Friday, I will be ringing outs again for Local Underground.
Whoa! Wait a minute. Is this your first one with Loco?
No, this will be my second. Yeah. So,
holy shit!
Not Local Wrestling, Local Underground, the spinoff. So there was two. So there was Local Wrestling.
Are they both run by the same guy?
No.
That's what I was about to say. I was like, holy shit.
No.
Black Saturday all over again. You and Jaime.
Yeah, no, not me and Jaime. But no. It's the spinoff one that there was, I guess, I don't know what happened, but for some reason there's Local Wrestling and Local Underground is separate things that are different companies, but whatever. Local Underground is a little bit more lucha based. Okay. So come on out. It is not going to be in the same place, I believe. I actually have the address here pulled up. Just give me one moment and I'll be able to tell you. It is 9520 Airline Drive. So yeah, that's a little bit different of an address. But
9520. That's like out by Beltway 8, right?
Yeah, I believe so. Airline Drive. So yeah, that's where we are. So come out. It's gonna be some fun times. The lucha stuff tends to be a little bit different, a little bit more wild and crazy than the American stuff.
Is there a lot of this?
The fuck are you doing?
Mexican luchador waiting for a spot.
Yeah. Okay, I get it now. Yeah, a little bit. But yeah. So come on out and come check out your boy doing some ring announcing. Check out some lucha.
Nice. Yeah. That's it, man.
All right, man. Adios, my friends. Keep it classy.